This is the toll gate point along the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway as you approach Sango in Ogun State. Some men in military uniform alongside some men without uniform are causing traffic lately at night at that spot. It is not known whether this collection is legally for the Nigerian military or by some random men in uniform just doing their own thing. Because of the traffic vehicles, many passengers often come down from the vehicle and start trekking to their respective destinations, except for those who are going as far as maybe Ifo or Abeokuta, who have no option than to just remain sitting there in the traffic. They know what the cause of the problem is, but they're just helpless. What can they do? So those who are not really going far will simply just alight and find their ways. So how did it all start? I decided to make this report. A few times recently, going to Sango in the evening, I observed that after getting tired in the traffic, I would have to alight and start trekking from as far as Ajegunle down to the toll gate because I couldn't cope with the traffic. So I would get to the front only to find out it is some men in military uniform stopping trailers and trucks to do some collections. The front is free, so they are the only cause of the traffic. Many simply alight and continue to trek because they're just helpless. Who would confront the situation? These are men in military uniform. It is at night, and they are working with some boys you can't even identify. It's just more like accepting fate. So let's do the trekking. These are not Israelites. These are Lagosians and maybe say Ogunians. By that I mean Ogun State residents. Although I had seen men in military uniform like this a few times before, but I didn't take it seriously because I felt maybe for security reasons they are just there to address maybe cross-border issues along the Idiroko and all that. But they are now spilling more into the roads. This is the other side of the same road leaving Ogun to Lagos at night, and they could hit your vehicle if you don't stop to comply. You know what I mean there. And if you're also coming into Lagos via one way, you can also just do normal. You'll be fine. Traffic is usually lighter on this side of the road because at night not many people are leaving Ogun to go to Lagos. But on the other side I showed you earlier, the traffic is usually very high because people largely work in Lagos but reside in Ogun State. So the traffic is usually very high on that first side going into Ogun State. But while I thought it was only at the toll gates, I got to Ojure and I saw the same thing. In fact, this one are better organized. They have a stationed van. And at the time I was even observing here, I saw somebody introducing a fresh boy, I suspect a new recruit for them to be using for collection here. I mean, this is the face of the person that brought the guy to them. And, well, I thought, well, maybe it's a night thing for them until I returned to Toge the next day and found that they are probably run shifts, revenue boys, road safety on one side. And I thought it's only them until I turned to the other side and still saw another man in military khaki and maybe a vest on top still doing collection on the other side. It's a full-time collection. No, what I just don't know is whether this is officially for Nigerian military or maybe just some random boys wearing uniform and doing their own collection. It looks like every agency of Nigeria now has representative on the road and doing collections for them. Which one is it though?